What is going on, guys? Welcome back to some more Avatar Standard, and we're going to be taking a look at Allies today, which is a deck to be played during early access, but I kind of wanted to try it out again, mostly just to see how it feels in the best of three format compared to, best of one streamer event. People are, maybe going a little bit less on removal and things like that, so more just kind of wanted to get a feel for how this deck performed in the actual, real world metagame. Now, I'll be honest with you, not a lot has changed, and there's kind of good reason for that. The Allies deck is, the way that this deck is designed and constructed, you basically need every single card in your deck to be an ally due to how many cards that require additional allies to come into play and cards that synergize with other allies. And it just so happens that all the allies that are legal and standard are in the same set. It's not necessarily true. There is Taurine Mauler. If you wanted to get a little bit technical with me before you let me know in the comments. So I think there's like Tajiru Preserver as well, which is a 5-mana 4/4 ally from Foundations. But in any case, all the playable allies are all in the same set. So you're really kind of limited with how you can actually go ahead and build this deck. Initially, I kind of thought that because there were so many options in terms of, there's allies in every single color. So you would, maybe assume that that maybe there's actually more options than you would think. But it kind of turns out that a lot of the good allies are just kind of the good allies. So Earth King's Lieutenant, if you've seen Thalia's Lieutenant before in any sort of Pioneer or Modern Humans deck, this is basically a sort of a retrain on that. Similar card where you put a counter on each ally you control when it comes into play, and then whenever another ally enters, you get a counter on it. But this time, it has Trample, which is, strict upgrade to Thalia's Lieutenant, which did not have Trample. Great Divide Guide, which turns your allies and your lands into, turns your allies into mana dorks, and then it turns your lands into like a Chromatic Lantern type effect. This card is extremely powerful. Because, it doesn't look like it, given the fact that the curve is so low, but there is actually a good amount of mana sinks, mostly in the Jasmine Dragon Tea Shop, which you can pay 5 and tap to make a 1/1 ally. So you actually have a good amount of uses for extra mana. You have Aang as well, which you can waterbend. I guess your creatures would be able to waterbend anyway, so I guess that's kind of a moot point. But you get the idea. South Pole Voyager, which is sort of like a combination of a Soul Sister and an Enduring Innocence, where ally enters, you gain a life, and then if it's the second time, you draw a card. Invasion Reinforcements, 2 mana for 2 1/1s, pretty simple stuff. Very good with Lieutenant because you get 2 counters on it. One thing that I will mention for people who have maybe not played with a card like Thalia's Lieutenant before, if you have the Lieutenant and the Reinforcements, there's a cool trick you can do where you cast Lieutenant, and then with the Lieutenant trigger on the stack, you cast the Reinforcements, which basically gives you an extra counter on the Lieutenant, because the Reinforcements resolves, puts the extra counters on the Lieutenant, and then the Lieutenant will still put the counters on the Reinforcements. So keep that in mind if you choose to play this deck at home. The biggest issue with this deck, which hopefully will be resolved at some point, given 3-year standard, large card pool, there's not really a lot of good 1-drops. And it turns out in the week since that I've played Allies the last time, they didn't print any other good 1-drops. So we're kind of just stuck with the ones that we have with Protectors, Earth, and Ally, which this thing is like a 1-mana 2/2, 1-mana 3/2, which is fine, and you have to play it, but and then a couple of Momos I don't think either of these are fantastic, so I'm doing a split instead. Katara, which is a 3/3 for 3 that doubles all your ally triggers. Very, very good with Lieutenant. Aang, just a fantastic card. 3-mana 2/3 flash flyer. It's very flexible where you can save your own stuff from removal spells. You can clear blockers. You can, airbend a Wrath that's on the stack. So Aang does a lot of work in this deck. And then, in my personal opinion, probably the biggest reason to play this deck is Wartime Protestors. This is just a completely, ridiculous card, especially when you combine it with Great Divide Guide, because whenever an ally comes into play, you not only get a counter on that ally, but it also gains haste until end of turn, which means that every single one of your allies now effectively has haste and taps for mana. So it allows you to like dump your hand very, very fast. Only one Hakoda. I do have a second one on the board to be able to cast allies from the top of your deck. Mana base, that's kind of the big reason to play this deck. You get to play the Tea Shop, the Cavern, and the Secluded Courtyard, and Starting Town. So a very, very robust mana base, and you can kind of do whatever you want in the mana base, so that's pretty fun. And then the sideboard is where we kind of differ a little bit because we were playing best of one the last time. So I'm trying out Mai for the combo decks like Omniscience, and I guess maybe Control. Boiling Rock Rioter for a little bit of graveyard hate. Allies at Last, which is really the only removal spell that's worth playing because it's effectively a 1-mana instant, basically a bite, right? You have your 2 creatures deal damage to one of theirs. So instant speed, very good. Sirach, which is not an ally, but it is very castable with stuff like Starting Town, Multiversal Passage, and a couple of green lands there, which these are also here to help cast the allies at last. And then rounding out the sideboards with some one-ofs, just, some cards that I wanted to try out. But yeah, like I said, I think there's a couple of different ways to build this. You could maybe play the black cards in the main deck. You could play less Protestors, more Hakodas. But I think for the most part, the 1s and the 2s are pretty set in stone. Like you kind of need to play all of these. And then the differences is going to be in the 3s and the 4s. So that's all I got for now. Let's go ahead and play some games, shall we? I will see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. Omen. At streamer, how many subs to get an avatar arrow tattoo on my head? I don't want to answer that question in a public setting. I don't feel comfortable answering it. So I'm actually just not going to. Maybe like $67,000. Is that an appropriate number? That cheap? You just have $67,000 lying around? I mean, if you do, I'm all ears, Alright, you're actually not supposed to draw this many lands. I don't know if you know that, but you're actually not supposed to draw this many lands. Yeah, I would too. Well, I kind of assumed that was part of the offer, is shaving the head, because I'm not gonna, there's something about putting the arrow on the head that I still have hair on that I think would sort of interfere with the whole aesthetic of the tattoo. So I thought that was a given. That was like in the fine print. Okay. I guess I say bang. This deck is not nearly as good when you draw 6 lands. It's professional advice right there. Not nearly as good. Alright, get out of here. Spell! I mean, that's a spell. That is definitely a spell. I don't know if it's good enough, but it's a spell, alright. They're already at 12. And maybe try to flip Aang, potentially. It's Aang 8 to flip, right? 3, 4, 5... I guess I'd have to tap literally everything to flip it. Seems unlikely. Low plat is 90% Dimir right now. Really? Okay. Interesting. I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? It's like day 2 of the new set. A lot of people just don't have the new cards or don't want to craft the new cards, and this was the best deck prior to rotation. Or rotation, prior to the new set /bans. So I get it, you know, I get it. It can be frustrating at times, but... Just block here if I attack, right? Just ang. Just ang. It's going to be hard to beat this Curiosity, though, is the problem. Gotta race it. Curiosity. Nothing but blue-red lessons. We haven't tried that deck since early access. I like that deck, though. Yo, huge swamp. Ang is very angy. Very, very angy. It's fucked up. Good news is they're at 7. You think he gets hangry? Possibly, yes. Haha, you fool! I will respond and cast my reinforcements. They have arrived. Can I get a That's Rough, buddy? Still can't really attack. Because they still just trade for Curiosity. Kind of want to hold this and just make a tea shop token. I mean, they're drawing 3 cards a turn, so I don't really know how I get out of this, but I'll try. Bro, stop. Cease. I require you to cease immediately. Oh, whatever. Whatever, take it all.
That's rough, buddy.
I was gonna do it. I can barely hear it now. I don't know what happened. I mean, I did kind of mess with the sounds a little bit on Arena, but I can barely hear it now. I can hear the sound alert a lot better, but... So do I draw 2 off this? I think I draw 2, right? Or no, I draw 1 off of this. Okay. Okay, now I draw 1. Huge. Go. I'm not dead. Just not very alive. I'm definitely not dead, though. I know what to say to that. Well, the problem is when I turn up the master volume and the SFX, like it kind of, you can hear the SFX more than the music, right? Because now the SFX are way too loud. You know what I'm saying? So like there's no in between. Because the SFX is literally everything, you know? Like I wish that I had the option to just turn up this exact sound alert and nothing else, you know? Like where's the That's Rough Buddy sound alert option? Let me turn that up, you know? It's all I care about. Alright, what do you want against Dimir Bozo? Probably not Elaz at last. Maybe Hakoda? I think this may not be a Wartime Protestors match. I'll cut the 1-drops. Keeping 3 Protestors. They fuck their sound mixing with the emotes? Yeah, because it's like, if you want to turn the emote up, you have to turn up SFX, but then if you turn up SFX, the game is just too loud. Like, there's, like I said, there's no in between, you know? Because now if I turn it, that's all I can hear, you know what I mean? I don't want to just get, like, drowned out by the sound effects, you know what I'm saying? But I would like to hear my "That's Rough, Buddy," but I can't do it. No, for some reason they're not under voice. I don't know why. Like, it is a voice line. I don't know why it's not under voice. That kind of doesn't make any sense, you know? It's really weird. We are playing allies. Kind of getting destroyed by Dimir, though. God, Lamb would have been so sick there. I watched a VOD the other day, and I liked the musicless gameplay. Right, but you could still hear the arena sounds in the VOD. Because I have it set up to where the arena sounds go to the VOD, but the desktop audio doesn't. Betrayal, huh? Let's get rid of this, I think. Kind of sucks they have a 2/4, but... You've turned my 3/3 into a 3/3. Still an ally. That was a good draw. Alright, 2/4/4s coming in. Their Beastbinder didn't do that much this game, to be fair. They can make my 4/4 into a 4/4. I don't need lands. I'm chilling. You think I need lands? I'll win this game on 2 lands, just you watch. Okay, less likely to win this game on 2 lands now. It's a lot of Death Touch. Okay. Guess we protect. Kinda sucks. Which one do we save? It's gotta be the Voyager, right? Alright, your turn. They're gonna have a 2/4 lifelink vigilance death touch flyer. That seems like a problem. Was Earth Kingdom Jailer ever a consideration? I thought about the Jailer, but I don't know if you can main deck the Jailer. I think it's a card you can really only sideboard. Because if you look at the composition of a lot of decks in Standard, they don't have a lot of 3-drops. Most decks have, like, 3 to 4 3-drops total. So, like, I would want it against Dimir, because they have Preacher, sometimes Tidebinder, Curiosity, things like that. But I think it's only a sideboard card. Seems nice against every deck. The red decks don't play 3-drops. It's good against non-red decks. But I don't think it's good against the red decks is the problem. They used to. Their 3-drop got banned, I guess. Okay, I take back my previous statement about saying that I can win on 2 lands. I'm gonna need at least a 3rd land. At least a 3rd land. Well, Hellkite doesn't count, because Hellkite has haste. Jailer's not good against Hellkite, because they pay 3 mana, they warp it, and then you can't Jailer it because it's now in exile, and then by the time you can actually Jailer it, they've already dealt you another 4 damage, right? So they've killed 2 creatures and dealt you 8 damage, and then finally you get the Jailer it, right? That's just not, like, that's not a good... Brother, what turn is it? How do I still have 2 lands in play? What the fuck? Like, I don't know what turn it is. Okay, watch this. They're definitely going to animate the Soulstone here. Greatest Aang of all time. God, Aang is so good against manlands. It's just gone forever. See ya. Yeah, that's right. You're reading the card. Its owner may cast it from exile by paying 2 rather than paying its mana cost. I like how they immediately hovered over the Aang as soon as I exiled the Soulstone. Yeah, you can keep reading it. It's the text on the card is not going to change.
That's rough, buddy.
I think that's appropriate here. Brother, I only have 2 of them in play. You can't even get mad at me for winning on 2 lands, all right? That's not my fault. All right, do we believe that they have an enduring curiosity in hand? Secret Tunnel. I could play it slow and just play Hakoda. Hakoda's the safe line. I'm gonna play Hakoda. Just play it safe. They can't counter it. Protestors is best? Nah, I think Hakoda's better. Because Hakoda Protect. Hakoda Protect. I finally drew a land. Actually finally drew a land. No, they're going to shuffle Hakoda. We're not going to draw the land next turn. Okay. Well, they did have the curiosity. Not like this, man. Not like this. Not like this. They're gonna shuffle a Coda. 2? What the fuck? Why are they going to 2? If I sacrifice Hakoda... No, that's bad, right? Because if I sack Hakoda, they don't shuffle the Drowner. I see. I see. Well, good news is they have no cards in hand. What if I just force the trade? Isn't this good? I just don't give them the option. I think that's good. It looks weird. Maybe that wasn't good. I don't know. If I don't attack... Okay, sure. You can block with Cecil. You are technically allowed to block with Cecil. Not great when you're at 2, though. I think attacking there is safest, because, like, I don't want them to, like, rip a kill spell, kill the Protestor, attack with Curiosity, draw another kill spell, right? If I just, like, forget about the Curiosity and they draw a kill spell, it's kind of fine, right? Because then they're not drawing another card after that. Ally. He protect. He definitely don't attack, but he protect. The Great Divide Guide. I finally played my 3rd land on turn 17, you know? It took me a while, but I did finally play my 3rd land. Alright, this hand really needs to find a 3-drop. Like, really needs to find a 3-drop. I mean, I guess best draw would be the reinforcements. Beast Binder. The Beastie Boys. Improving lessons. Yeah, don't play the tap lands. More quenches, less tap lands. I like quench. It's the only card of my entire deck that's not an ally. Nice. Well, when I said 3-drop, I didn't mean that 3-drop. But, you know, it's fine. Yeah, Human Warrior Ally. Human Warrior Ally Beast. Why do you want an owl emote? My Voyager has been tapped. You guys want owl emote? It's not the worst idea. I guess it's fine, right? I know what it is, but... I know what it is. Did it work? I don't know if it worked. Oh, it's XUU instead of XDD. Oh, I get it now. I get it now. It's like XDD, but it's with Wan Shi Tong. Wouldn't it be XWW then? I feel like somebody dropped the ball on that one. I feel like it should be XWW. Because it's Wan Shi Tong, you know what I mean? Does that make any sense? Does what I'm saying make any sense whatsoever? I feel like it does in my head. Yo, you want to block? I'll take the trade. Oh, because XUU is the casting cost. I see. I get it now. I'm with you. I'm with you. I don't know if that's really that good, but... Haha, you fool! I guess I'll take it all. Something tells me I'm not winning this game. Do you guys feel the same way? Got a 4-4. Go. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. I think the Dimir matchup might be a little difficult. It might just be a little difficult. What do they target? Oh, they targeted nothing? Okay, sure. I mean, I get it, but also kind of weird. Like, they didn't want to give me a card, but... I mean, we could pop off with a Coda next turn.
Out of the shadows and into the fray.
It'd be nice to have a queue for just streamers and maybe the ability to talk to each other post-game. Well, we could do that. We could do that on Discord. Right? Like, the streamers themselves could just kind of migrate to Discord or something. Block with Voyager? What do you mean? What exactly am I blocking with Voyager? You want me to block Azure Beastbinder with a 2-power creature? I can't do that. It's not allowed. That's an illegal play. Streamer, why did you not just cheat? I don't know. Because I play by the rules? Because I enjoy playing by the rules and not cheating? I feel like that's a good enough answer. Yeah, it works in paper.
Press the attack.
Come on, man. Come on. Not like this, Akoda. Alright, you win. Akoda did not want me to win that game, huh? That's what I said about not having 1-drops, huh? I mean, it's got the guide, so I'm keeping it, but... Whoa. -2. Huge -2. I drew the only 3 lands in my deck that aren't the rainbow lands. You know, skill issue, I guess. I am the one who cut the 4th copy of Secluded Courtyard, so I guess that's on me, you know. Oh, I didn't show you my new pet, by the way. What I got? The Appa kind of rips. No, come on, man. All right, do me a big favor and don't kill this card, please and thank you. Not the cabbage. Oh, I didn't do the thing to get the cabbage yet. If you could just do me a big favor. What the shit is this? Fucking 2011 ass card. Well, I guess I lose. Bro. Actually got 2011'd. Did you guys, today I learned that Gatekeeper of Malakir is in Foundations? Could have fooled me. Could have fooled me. Alright, that did not go well. Beginning to think allies might not be it. Whoa, what the hell? Chat, is the stream still live? Dude, what is happening right now? Okay, was that my last opponent? I don't fucking know. What is happening? Okay, well, I didn't get the sideboard. Okay, apparently we're back? Could have fooled me, I don't know. Could have fooled me, I guess. Alright, green, tapped, go. Did I play Cage with Badger? I did. Is this even the same opponent? Nobody knows. Nobody actually knows. Yeah, we played the Badger Cage deck yesterday. I edited that video last night. Yeah, we went 8-0 with that deck. It was really good. It was really good. Holding up 2 mana, huh? I wonder what that could be. Could literally be anything. Could literally be anything. Let me cast this. I don't want to hold up Aang. Yeah, go. Go. Yeah, the mana was fine. There was a couple situations where I was a little choked on white mana. Because there is, like... There's, what's it called? There's Overlord, Cage, Elspeth. So, a couple of situations where I was choked on white mana. But for the most part, it was fine. I think maybe you should just play more Gene Pollinators to, like, to fix the mana a little bit. We're supposed to airbend the guide? No, I want them to cast that again. That's like their whole turn. I have land 4 for the Lieutenant anyways. Okay, why'd they kill Aang? Sure. Like, I kind of wanted that to happen, you know what I mean? Because now they're just cooked. That ain't gonna do it. That ain't gonna do it. So we go... Oh, hold on. We get to do the fancy play. Fancy play syndrome. I do this shit in Modern all the time. Well, not all the time, but I used to do this shit in Modern. This is an old Modern trick. Old Modern trick. I I don't know, you figure it out. It's probably good enough. I didn't do the math. Didn't do the math at all. It worked out, you know. I promise you I did not do the math, though. Okay. Now the question is, can I sideboard for game 3? It appears that I can, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. So we're just gonna try and do this as fast as possible. You know, just not gonna think too much about it, because I don't want to not board in these allies at last. Probably fine. Bro's getting aggressive over there. Affinity for allies. All right, I'd really appreciate if you didn't kill the South Pole Voyager. Do not kill the South Pole, please. All right, it's fucked up. Outlaw spotted. I mean, I just have to hope they don't have another kill spell, man. I did say please. Okay, you don't have a second kill spell now, do you? You don't have a second one of those, do you? Kinda seems like they do. Should have been in the play, I guess. Up to 2 target creatures you control each deal damage equal to their power to target creature and opponent controls. Can't do that. This. Ah! Alright, your turn. You got a 3rd kill spell for me? Am I dead to that? I don't think so. Go to 1. Hold. Are we surviving? Okay, hold on a second. Wait, can I just kill them? So I can go... Yeah, they're dead, right? So I go colorless. Hold on. No. Cancel. Z. Control Shift. So we go white, green, lieutenant, trigger on the stack, colorless, white. Two creatures you control, 1 creature they control. See ya! That was smooth, right? That was nice, smooth like butter. Smooth like butter. Didn't even need a sideboard game, too, to be honest. Can I win a single die roll, please? I'm not joking when I say this. It's like the only thing that matters in this format. I mean, I'm gonna keep, but I guess, I don't know.
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah, Ava Tunnel of Souls. Quantum Riddly Diddly. The Diddler. Yeah, they might play counter spells. 3rd game should be a new die roll. Can I get different dice to roll, please? Can I get some different dice to roll? Yeah, I was gonna say, you're not gonna want to counter that one. Excuse me. Why are they casting this now? What? Huh? Don't tap like that. All right, give me the Protestors. It's not bad. It was all a dream. Used to read Word Up magazines. You got a Curiosity for me? Aang is pretty good against Curiosity. Do we think this deck is worth the wild cards? I don't feel comfortable answering that question. I think you're putting me on the spot. I don't want to say yes, but I also don't want to say no. Does that make sense? They killed my mana dork. Kind of needed that. I would never lie. See, that's the thing. I would consider lying. I would definitely consider it. Ally. I kind of want to go to combat first. I feel like they have something. This is kind of why I wanted to go to combat first. Not really sure why they tap like that, but I guess they won't just counter my Momo anyways. Easy. Yeah, the silent now. Arena just wanted me to take an extra damage. You got nothing? We're just passing with 4 mana? Kind of sus, if you ask me. A little sus. Well... I mean... What if I just flip Aang? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? It's kind of bad if they have a kill spell, though, right? Could just do some more stuff. Could do other non-flip Aang stuff. I guess the reinforcements is kind of free, right? Yeah, reinforcements is free. Because it pays 2 for the Aang and draws a card anyways. So I might as well just do this first. They don't play Sweeper's main deck, do they? I think so. What? Okay, well, good thing I didn't just flip the Aang then, huh? I mean, I'm gonna flip it now. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good thing I didn't do that before combat, huh? Really good thing I did not just tap all my creatures and get time walked. All right, I wish you the best of luck. All right, they've had enough. They've had enough. All right, what do we do against Dimir? Dimir with Trick. Trying to get tricky, huh? It is kind of rough, if you ask me. All right, 1 drops out of here. Probably don't need the haste as much against them, and I'm adding a 4-drop anyways. Let's try that. It's possible the 5-mana Aang is good against them. It's kind of expensive, though. If you ran into that Aang in control lists, the 3-mana one? No, not yet. I don't think we've played against a single blue-white control deck in, like, the last couple of days. I don't remember playing against it yesterday. It's really hard to play control right now. No? Yeah. Guess this is fine. Do it like this. Ally. How do you set up the audio with channel points? You just redeem it in the like in the bottom right where you go to redeem channel points. There should be redemption for it. But if you're asking me how I set it up on my side, it's through a website called Sound Alerts. Soundalerts.com, and you basically like link your Twitch account to the Sound Alerts website, and then you can set up channel point redemptions through the website, and then those play through the stream. Bro got stabbed. Bro literally got stabbed. Ooh. Ooh. Why don't we have an Axis archetype and MTG to match the ally one? That'll be in the Lorwyn set. I mean, changelings are Axis, aren't they? Yeah, sound alerts. I did have to get rid of 2 sound alerts. Because I only have 10 as a limit. 10's like a hard limit. So I did have to get rid of 2 sound alerts. So I decided that Mustard was going to go, and what else did I get rid of? I got rid of Mustard, and I don't remember what the other one that I got rid of. But they were ones that people didn't use that much, so I thought it was fine. It is rough, that's what I'm saying, you know. Katara, the Fearless. What was the other one I got rid of? I don't remember. I think I kept Skill Issue. And you can pay for premium to get more than 10, but I don't want to do that. Fuck that. I don't want to pay for premium. I mean, people are only going to redeem Rough Buddy and... people are only going to redeem Rough Buddy and Tunnel anyways, so... I almost got rid of John Cena. I thought about it. Decided to keep John Cena, though.
My cabbages!
Secret Tunnel! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Secret Tunnel! Can I get an XUU? Any XUUs in the chat? I need to refresh chat so that one shows up. Because it wasn't showing up for me. Let me refresh chat real quick. Alright, try XUU again. It should work now. Yeah, now I can see it. I gotta take a piss. I wanted to wait till after the game, but I really gotta take a piss. But I don't feel confident in my ability to come back in time before I time out, so I'm gonna wait. Probably gonna lose this game anyways. Unless... it's like one of the few cards that maybe could do it. Alright, can I race one Shi Tong? How long am I expecting this piss to be? Well, the bathroom is, like, on the other side of my apartment. So I have to, like, go all the way around, you know? I don't know if I have time. I would probably give it, like, a minute. I mean, I don't know the square footage, but... you've got 2 timeouts? Maybe I can make it. I'll go during sideboarding, okay? He says this as he's just wasting time triple blocking for no reason. I thought you had to take a piss, streamer. Yeah. Alright. Be right back. Be right back. He's back. I mean... This whole Sirach not being an ally thing is maybe a little awkward. Keep it, though. Protector. Being able to go Protector into Voyager is pretty cool. Just, like, have protection on turn 2. Come on, man. Stupid Surhogs. Legendary creature, human warrior ally. You can, except for the Momos. But I guess in this specific matchup, when I board out the Momos, it's fine. But in game 1 situations, these are not humans. So, if you're not playing Momo, then yeah, you can just name human. Come on. Alright, fine. Nice protection spell, streamer. Streamer, nice protection spell. I guess I just play Sirach, right? Go. Yeah, nice protection spell. If only it actually worked. That one you can kill. That one's not an ally. I definitely don't have a second Sirach in hand. I promise you. Everything is fine. Just kill the first one. The Rizzler. Bro's got Riz. Any trades? I don't want to just play another one. 1, 2... I could go Voyager into Protector to draw. I could go Divide Guide into Voyager. Or I could just play Sirach. I'm in. This looks like an awful trade. Bro has second copy of Legendary Creature in hand. Trading the first one is bad. What? What are you talking about? What? I don't see how that's a bad trade. The Protestor. It's bad because it's an ally. True. That's why the trade's bad. I guess I'll just draw a card first. Oh, that's true. They didn't say it was a bad trade, just that it looked like a bad trade. Which, I guess I'll give you that. Maybe it looked like a bad trade. On the surface. Draw a card. Or not. Alright, fine. Go. If you insist. Keep your secrets. I wonder if they're playing Splash Portal with the Rizzler. I would guess they probably are. Whenever a creature you control or a creature spell you control becomes the target of a spell or ability, or a creature ability becomes the target of a spell or ability, draw a card. Basically, if your opponent looks at you, draw a card. If they even blink while you're staring at them, draw a card. Like, don't even think about it.
Your secrets didn't stay hidden for long.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't mind if they changed it to a once per turn effect. I would. I would for sure. All right, what's going on here? Kaido is what's going on, huh? 1, 2. Is trading both of these for Protestors good for me? I think it is, right? I think this is good. Oh, right. If they double block Protestors, I just sack the Protectors. So they can't even do that. I guess they can do this. Sure.
This is not how I die.
This is not how I die. Actually, it kind of is. Kind of is, as a matter of fact. The song is in top right. If you guys want to ever see the song that's playing, it's in top right. Look, I thought Sirach was going to be really good against Dimir, and to be fair, it is, right? But it's just kind of awkward because it doesn't work with any of your other synergies. We're stunning the Protestors. Okay, that's fine. So they have second Kaido. I don't think they would do this without second Kaido, right? No, it's Classical Dragon is the name of the song. Classical Dragon. Go, I guess. Nah, yeah, go is fine. The Riddler. Riddler. What are we doing this game? What's going on here? I'd like to make a mana. I'd like to protect. Does that resolve? Can't be countered, by the way. Cannot be countered. I'm gonna make a guy. Make a homie. Dude, the T-Shop is popping off this game. T-Shop Divide Guide is pretty nice. It's like a decent engine. Just gives you access to a lot of different stuff. Nice little late game engine. Because, like, the Divide Guide does give you a bunch of extra mana to use. I accept. I accept. I don't really accept that. Go? Yeah, I guess go, right? I mean, they have Restless Reef, so I don't really have great attacks. Yeah. You get to shuffle away the Protestors now. They want to shuffle the Protectors? Alright, sure. Well, I mean, now they can't... Wait, Now they can't activate the Restless Reef. Not bad. I could have made another 2/2 there and give it haste, I guess. Just these two. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of surprised they didn't target the Protestors there. Wouldn't they rather shuffle this away? Or even this, right? Because this thing doesn't give hexproof. It's just indestructible. So I can't stop them from shuffling. Okay, I allow it. I have no response. Nothing.
That's rough, buddy.
Response. Make a token. Trigger. Okay, so I need clarification on this. This card says shuffle this creature and target creature with a stun counter on it into its owner's libraries. If the other target of this card is removed prior to the ability happening, does it still get shuffled? No, right? Okay, so I'm gonna let this happen then. Got it. I believe it would not get shuffled. Which means I don't want to sacrifice my thing, because I would like them to shuffle. What the fuck? You have a new card spotted? New card spotted!
That's rough, buddy.
Head judge ruled that it gets shuffled in a tournament last month. You need new judges then, I guess. I don't know. I literally don't know how it works. We're not gonna find out because I didn't want to find out there, but I've been told that that's not how it works. Why do you need to QQ again? It's the same amount of mana last turn. We literally just had this conversation last turn. Alright, I'm dead. I'm out of here. Not like this. Bro, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Okay. I mean, this hand does do it. This one definitely does do it. Earthen ally. Save me. Got a blue-eye control gamer. Jeskai. You wouldn't counter this, would you? Alright. Kind of just want the maps. Yeah, 4 cards in hand. I guess I could airbend the Great Divide Guide. Yeah, I could do that. It just no attacks this turn. And then next turn we can go play Divide Guide, attack with Aang, hold up 3 mana again. Yeah, I don't know. The maps are pretty good there too, because the maps get me closer to flipping Aang. It's kind of close. All right. I mean, now I'm definitely gonna hold up Aang to at least like. It's good if they have a Wrath. Jeez. Okay, cast this. Attack for 3. Yeah, we do have to hold up Bang in case they have second Wrath, or in case they have a Wrath. I have a deck suggestion for Standard that's not heavy. It's not heavy on too many rares and mythics. I would check out the Blue-Red Lessons deck. Big fan of that deck, and most of that deck is commons and uncommons. There's not that many rares in it. I think the Lessons deck is really good. Man, I'm just gonna run it back. I'm just gonna target the guide again. Run it back! Run it back! Alright, fine. It's dead. Alright, it's dead. You fool. Now we get to find more lands. This poor guide. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. Lands? Lands, please? They definitely have Day of Judgment now, don't they? They probably had it last turn, but they wanted to keep me off the second Aang first. Yeah, I know. I mean, I know they have Wrath, but there's nothing I can do about it. Do they not have a Day of Judgment? Alright, I guess the answer is no then. Easy. Easy. Azorius Control. And by Azorius, I mean Jeskai. Jeskai. Appa good against Wrath. Goda also good against Wrath. Aang. Cut 1-drops. Cut Katara. Cut. Guess I'm going to cut a Protestors. Because I am boarding in more 4s. It feels weird to cut a Protestors against them, but I am boarding in another 4-drop, so I think it kind of makes sense. B. Bel Campo, thank you for the Prime. Thank you for using that Twitch Prime sub. I appreciate that. Ooh, I like this hand. What is my 4 if not this matchup? Well, I thought it was mostly there for Omniscience, but it might be good against this deck, yeah. What would you play my over, though? Maybe I'm supposed to cut some of the Earthen allies? Like, I really don't want to cut any of the 2s. Can maybe slim on Divide Guide, potentially? Cut all the Kataras? It's, like, hard to figure out what to cut, you know? That's the tough part. Consult. Kind of assumed they had Helix there. That's why I didn't cast the reinforcements. Yeah, maybe just all the Protestors go. It's like, in theory, Protester seems good against Wrath, but like, in order for Protester to be good, is you kind of have to tap out for it and then also untap with it, which is just kind of tough to do in a matchup like this. So. Do I want to give them this Lieutenant if they have a Wrath? I could just go, like, Divide Guide, hold up Appa. Could do that. But then I'm not attacking at all. So if I go Divide Guide, hold up Appa, they're just not going to cast the Wrath. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I'm just going to do it this way. I think this is fine. And then even if they Wrath, we still have a couple things left over. I think this is good. I don't want to just skip attacking entirely that turn. It feels so wrong. Oh. Okay. What if I told you they had a tap land? Rip. Rip. Can I get a that's rough, buddy? Ooh. They really want me to cast this Appa now. Oh, man. I feel like this is bait. The problem is, if I don't cast the Appa now, like if I let this happen, they don't have to Wrath. I actually think casting Appa here is good. It's weird, but I think it is good. Just like I said, they're just not going to Wrath if I don't cast it. Right. Because now, even if they Wrath me, I can just go Voyager into Reinforcements. Haven't found the Blue-Red Lesson on Moxfield. It is there, I'm pretty sure. I can find it for you. Voyager. I'm going to do this main phase because they're probably going to kill the Voyager in response if I wait till their turn. So I want to do it main phase. It's called Is It Lessons? Right there. Chico! Chico Helix. Is it ever Voyager then Guide? I guess maybe. Yeah. Save the reinforcements. Now we are kind of cooked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not looking great. Not looking ideal. Bruh. Can I give them a token with the tea shop? Should be able to. I bring you gifts. I offer you gifts. Just trying to be a nice guy, you know? I mean, if there's anything that's gonna do it, it's that. Ooh. Okay. Did I get auto-tapped? Oh, no. I like this. Bro literally got auto-tapped. It's not even the mana base's fault. It's just, you know, I got auto-tapped. Okay, so here's my problem. I can't really afford to exile their Shiko, because then they just play it again. So that seems kind of bad. Don't think I'm doing that.
Secret tunnel.
That's rough, buddy.
Do I want to upkeep this? Let's just draw. Ooh, I like that. Secret tunnel! Alright, give me a little hold control. Let me hit you with a little full control. Okay, so that's gonna happen. Trigger on the stack. Reinforcements. And then we let this all happen. Do I even have to hold up Bang this turn? Because if they Wrath me, I can just Hakoda, can't I? So I can probably just jam the Voyager. Oh my goodness. Get a counter on this guy, I think. I'm gonna keep that one on top. I'm gonna go ahead and keep that one on top. Are we winning? Probably. I don't want to say yes, but also I don't want to say no, you know? Oh, dude, I could have kept the map to, like, Waterbend the Aang, potentially. Seeb Rip. Only indestructible, so I can't save the Lieutenant. Oh, sevens! Alright, eventually I can't keep taking the Shiko hit forever. I do have to eventually do something about the Shiko. Not yet, of course, but eventually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, I'm just gonna go Protestors here. Protestors into reinforcements. Okay. Sure. I guess I'll put a counter here. I'm still keeping it on top. Maybe I didn't want the second one. At what point do I just, like, do this? Probably right now, right? They get to eat 2 things and take 10? Wait, is this just lethal? 2 things. So they put... Hypothetically, if I were to do this, these 3 biggest things are 4, 5, and then a 2. 6. That is lethal, right? Oh, they have 4 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4. They go to 1. It's 12, right? Yeah, they go to 1 if I do this. So that seems pretty bad. Let's just do this then. I'm down with this, though. I mean, they don't really have it out, do they? Because their only out here would be Wrath. But Wrath doesn't do it because I have a Coda. Yeah, I guess that's a good point. If I send everything, they can't double block Hakoda. Because if they double block Hakoda, they take 14. Ultimate would still not work. Ultimate does not prevent Indestructible from happening. I mean, I guess they could have, like, Pinnacle Star Cage, maybe. But that if they Star Cage, I would still keep these 2 at least. So it wouldn't even be that bad. That one I'm not going to respond to. They could have Avatar's Wrath, yeah. Avatar's Wrath is a card they could have. I don't think you would play Avatar's Wrath in Control, though. Yo, 5-10? Any 2 7s and 5 10s? Alright, I cast Wartime Protestors. Uncounterable, by the way. Are they going to kill the other one in response?
It's the gorgeous. That's rough, buddy.
Okay.
That's rough, buddy.
Can I get a "That's rough, buddy" in the chat? All right. All right, we've played enough allies. It's fine. Some of these games with these allies decks takes a long time, huh? These games get grindy, but it was fun. It was fun. Deck needs a little bit of work, but I think in the, given a little bit of time, I think there's definitely ways to build this deck for sure. So